On the night of July 31st, 2019, a 911 dispatcher in DeKalb County, Georgia, received a call. The woman on the other end said, "This is Aleka Simmons. If anything happens to me," then the line went quiet. But the dispatcher could still hear what was happening in the background, so the police were dispatched immediately. By the time they arrived, they found no signs of disturbance, so they left. Less than an hour later, when the police were called back to that house, she was gone. And the man responsible was the one she bailed out of jail just days earlier. Before we get too deep, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you find value in these discussions.
Hi, everybody. It's so pretty in ATL, Atlanta. Yeah, East Atlanta. I miss New York. We used to be on a block like this. I know niggas on the block like this, New York, like, what's up, what's good?
27-year-old Aleka Simmons was originally from Queens, New York, but she had been living in Atlanta, Georgia for years. She attended North Clayton High School from 2007 to 2010. After that, she focused on building her life, working multiple jobs, and trying to create stability for herself. Often called Nyla, she was outspoken, confident, and unapologetically herself. Aleka was raised in the system. Her biological parents were not in her life, and she had a complicated relationship with her extended family, which she talked about openly on social media. In November 2016, she wrote, "Some people ask why I like older men, why I'm so uptight, why I'm so angry at times. Maybe because my father wasn't there. Maybe because my mom left me at a young age, and I seek love for a father figure. No one understands the pain of not having your real parents' love. Years of not knowing them, years of dreaming about who I look like. Why did they abandon me? So when a person comments on my life without knowing me, just know I lived a journey that no one could have survived. But I did, and I'm still living, and I thank God. So call me what you want, but you can't say I'm not strong." She acknowledged it and was proud of who she had become despite not having the foundation she'd have wanted. Now, when it came to work, Aleka was a hustler. She started her own cleaning business called Immaculate Maids in 2015. Then, in September of 2018, she started working at Blue Ivory. And by December 2018, she was back focused on her cleaning business again. She also worked at Folly's Strip Club in Atlanta, and she was not ashamed of it either. She posted about her work openly and was the type of person who believed in owning her choices, no matter what anyone else thought.
This is what I do besides strip. I clean houses. Feel me? That's what I do. I clean houses. To this area. That's what I do.
Her best friend, Ashley Nicole Hill, was mostly with her and was one of her biggest supporters. Aleka was very active on social media. She loved posting videos, keeping her followers updated on her life, her relationships, and her thoughts on different topics.
Hello everybody. And I know some people might not be feeling me right now because they feel like what I said was racist. No, baby, I'm far from racist. As you can see, I'm damn near white myself. So there's nothing about being racist about me. I'm just speaking on opinion. I'm speaking how I feel. That's part of life, right? What is that? Freedom of speech? What amendment? Oh, okay. Anyways, the reason why I say the shit about the white women, black men shit is because us black women are tired of y'all white women just trying to take everything. Y'all all the models, y'all in all the commercials, y'all in all the movies, y'all in all the goddamn magazines, y'all everywhere. Then y'all want to come around and try to take out black men. No. And for all my sisters, we not finna have that. I'm not finna have that. You feel me? So you can take it as, oh, you racist, oh, this, oh, that. But I take it as we just tired. And I'm in a situation right now where my man didn't have it all. But guess what? Who's helping him? And his baby mama is white. And all the drama that she put into. Only thing I'm saying is, don't look the white way out. Don't look the white way out. Don't. Because it's sisters like myself and there's other sisters that I know that help they black men and love they black men. That's because you attract that shit. So if you keep saying, oh, I keep getting this woman, these black women out here ain't shit. They do this, they do that. That's why we go to white women. That's because you a lame ass nigga and you attract lame ass bitches. Period. But if you got a good heart and you gonna attract some good shit. It don't matter. Of course, everybody has been through a relationship where that shit didn't go good. What I'm supposed to be like, oh, let me go hit a white man up. When I posted on my page the other day and I said, hey, I need a sugar daddy. I ain't saying I needed a white sugar daddy. I want a black sugar daddy. But I already got a sugar daddy. And I got a man. Hey, and they both know what's up. My thing is, y'all white bitches need to sit the fuck down when it comes to the bottom of it, okay? Y'all can't have everything. Y'all can't talk like us. Y'all can't look like us. Y'all ass can't be like us. Y'all face can't be like us. Your lips can't be like us. Your hair can't be like us. Y'all just can't be like us. So stop trying to be like us. So therefore, you feel a void, like, okay, and you go get a black man thinking you're one of us. You're not one of us. You're still a white woman, okay? You got everything else in the world. What else you want?
If she was feeling some type of way, she would post about it. If she was in love, everybody was going to know about it. That was just who she was. Now, when it came to relationships, Aleka was someone who loved hard. In late 2018, she was in a relationship with Evans Brandon. She posted pictures and videos with him, and also posted about her stepchildren. But by the summer of 2019, that relationship was over.
Say hey, Brandon.
Hey, Brandon.
We're not together no more, Ma, but...
Okay. Those the one you bought the sneakers for?
Yeah.
Okay. He's handsome.
Yeah, he was the love of my life, but... he broke my heart, Ma. When you come to Atlanta.
Aleka started posting about being done with relationships, stating that she would never be in another relationship again. She wrote, "You can't build with someone who is broken because that someone will break you." Then she posted about moving on and deserving better. But the thing is, Aleka had already started seeing someone new. This man was 32-year-old Otis Dennis Walker. Otis was born in Sudan, but was a Jamaican who lived with his mother in Lithonia, Georgia. And from the beginning, their relationship moved fast. On June 5th, 2019, Aleka wrote, "He accepted me for the bad, ugly, and good. Makes me laugh and cry, knows my story, and never has judged me. He picks me up when I've fallen. Things ain't perfect, but he deals with my issues as his own." Even with Otis Walker's documented history of arrests for aggravated assault and violence, she loved him, regardless. But while she was in this new relationship, she was still dealing with family issues and still feeling judged for her choices. She posted about how if she was not getting enough attention or did not feel wanted, she would tell her man, because he is the only one who can fix that, and how she also wanted him to do the same, instead of going out looking for attention from other women. But by early July, things between her and Otis were not good. On July 11th, 2019, police officers witnessed Otis Walker being physically aggressive with Aleka. He was immediately arrested, charged with battery, and was taken into custody. 2 days later, on July 13th, Aleka posted a picture of Otis as her screensaver, stating that she misses him. Then she posted a photo of herself and Otis together and wrote, "I got you, regardless." Under that post, her cousin commented that Otis needed that lesson, stating that he would come back better. And Aleka responded, "I hope so, sis. Me and his mom are bonding him out now," stating that she has never been the type to give up on something or someone she loves. She thought her love could fix him, that if she just stayed loyal enough, things would get better. In the days after she bailed him out, Aleka started posting about taking applications and meeting rich older men. Whether these were just jokes or she was actually serious because of her line of work isn't certain, but these posts were made while she was still with Otis. And for a man who already had a history of jealousy and control, posts like these probably did not sit well with him. By late July, the situation was getting worse. Otis had court appearances coming up related to his arrest, so he was on edge as the pressure kept building. On the evening of July 31st, Aleka was in Otis's bedroom at his mother's house in Lithonia. As the night went on, things started to get tense. Around midnight, the situation escalated, and Aleka started making multiple 911 calls. She said, "This is Aleka Simmons. If anything happens to me," then the line went quiet. The dispatcher could hear an argument happening in the background. And then Aleka's voice was heard again, speaking to someone in that room with her and asking if the person was threatening her. So the police were dispatched to the residence immediately. When they arrived at the house on Hodgdon Corners Cove in Lithonia, they found no visible signs of disturbance, so they left. Otis's mother, Sharon Walker, had been asleep when another family member knocked on her door and told her that police were outside. So Sharon got up and went to check on Otis and Aleka. When she walked into his bedroom, she immediately felt the tension. Aleka told Sharon that she wanted to go home, so Sharon offered to give her a ride and went to get her car keys. But Otis told his mother that Aleka was planning to talk to the police, and then he closed the bedroom door. Moments later, a shot was fired. Sharon rushed back to the bedroom and found Aleka on the floor. She immediately fled to a neighbor's house and called 911. Officer Derek Nunn, who had just been at that house minutes earlier, was called back. This time, 2 other officers came with him. As they got closer to the front yard, Otis Walker opened fire with a total of 19 rounds. Officer Nunn was hit 4 times.
All right, at 12:30 a.m., DeKalb police responded to a person shot call at 4804 Hodgdon Corners Cove. Upon arrival, officers were immediately fired upon by an unknown suspect hiding between 2 residences. Officers returned fire. One of our officers was struck multiple times and was immediately evacuated and transported to a local area hospital for further medical treatment. After being evaluated by medical personnel at the hospital, he's going to be recovering from his injuries. Upon further investigation, it was determined that this whole incident stemmed from a domestic dispute between a boyfriend and girlfriend at the location, which escalated to the boyfriend shooting the female victim. DeKalb police SWAT team made entry to the location, emergency evac to get the female out of the location, and she was discovered to be shot and in critical condition. Upon being loaded into the ambulance by medical personnel, she succumbed to injuries and she's deceased at the scene. Per our protocol involving officer-involved shootings, the Georgia Bureau of Investigation has been notified, and they are en route to the scene to handle the officer-involved shooting, and the DeKalb homicide unit will handle the homicide at the scene.
Where do things stand with trying to track down the suspect?
The suspect is at large at this time. We are working to identify him, and he's at large at this time.
You guys have pretty heavy police presence, obviously, because of that. We've seen helicopters. Do we think he's still in the area, or do we think maybe he got out of here?
We believe he's still in the area. We have our perimeters tight, and we're going to try to locate him. Hopefully he's still within the perimeter.
Major, I heard a witness or a resident help the officer.
I can't confirm that. I can't confirm that.
Can you tell us anything about the officers? Is this a veteran officer? Is this a person new to the force? Any of that type of stuff?
I do not know the whole demographics on the officer at this time, but we'll update you guys later.
Major, if you say you're looking for him in the perimeter, that means he's on foot?
It's possible he's on foot, yes.
Okay. All right. I think it gives us
it gives us enough to get going.
No, unknown suspect.
Thank you, sir.
The officers had no choice but to retreat, and the SWAT team was activated. When SWAT finally entered the house and secured the scene, they found Aleka in the bedroom upstairs. She was gone, but Otis Walker was not in that house. In the chaos and confusion, he had fled and disappeared into the nearby woods. So a massive manhunt began. The DeKalb County Police Department, the DeKalb County Sheriff's Office, Fugitive Task Force, and the U.S. Marshals all joined forces. The search focused heavily around the vicinity of Martin Luther King High School, which was near the wooded area where Otis had fled. urging everyone in the community to stay vigilant, and a $10,000 reward was offered for any information that could lead to his arrest. A neighbor, Tammy Gresham, made concerning comments defending Otis and saying Aleka kept up the chaos. But Aleka's best friend, Ashley Hill, had a very different account. She said she had repeatedly told Aleka to leave him, but that Aleka kept telling her that she loved him and did not want to leave him like everybody else had left him. Otis's best friend, who did not want to be identified, also gave an interview. He said he saw the police arrive both times that night. During the manhunt, this friend had texted Otis. Otis had responded at first, but then stopped texting. The friend sent him another message, telling him he loved him. When asked why he said that, the friend responded that Otis was his best friend, and he did not want to see things go that way. Meanwhile, Officer Derek Nunn had been rushed to Grady Memorial Hospital. He underwent emergency procedures, and he survived. For days, the manhunt continued. Then, on August 8, 2019, authorities received a tip. Someone had spotted Otis Walker. So the DeKalb County Sheriff's Office Fugitive Task Force and the DeKalb County Police Department tracked him to a Chevron gas station at the corner of Panola and Browns Mill Roads in Lithonia. Around 11 o'clock that night, officers approached him, and he was taken into custody without incident. When authorities took Otis into custody, they found a handwritten letter. It was an apology addressed to Officer Derek Nunn and the DeKalb County Police Department. In that letter, Otis apologized for the incident regarding the officer and claimed that his intention was not to harm them. But he never made an apology to Aleka or her family.
Also, all new at 4 o'clock, a Lithonia man convicted of murder and shooting an officer will spend the rest of his life behind bars, we've learned. Otis Walker has been sentenced to life plus 65 years for killing his girlfriend, Aleka Simmons. Now, he also fired at officers as they responded. This happened inside a home in Lithonia in 2019. Jurors found Walker guilty of multiple charges, including felony murder and 3 counts of aggravated assault of a law enforcement officer.
Otis Dennis Walker was officially charged and held in the DeKalb County Jail without bond. Aleka's viewing was held on Friday, August 9, 2019, at McDowell's Funeral Home in Griffin, Georgia, and she was laid to rest on August 10, 2019, at New Birth Fellowship of Praise in Griffin, Georgia. The case against Otis Walker went to trial in September of 2023. During the trial, Otis attempted to justify his actions, claiming that he did what he did in self-defense. Sharon Walker, Otis's mother, testified against him, stating the details of what happened that day and that Otis had told her after the incident that he did not want to go back to jail. The prosecution also presented the evidence from the 911 call to the standoff with the officers. On September 27, 2023, he was found guilty on all counts and was sentenced to life in prison without parole plus 65 years by Judge Yolanda Parker Smith. Aleka's brother, Roland Simmons, said at sentencing that if police had stayed the first time, this could have been prevented. On July 31, 2019, Aleka had posted, "Thankful for life, no matter how hard life may seem." Hours later, she was gone. Aleka Simmons, a 27-year-old woman who had survived abandonment, who had built a life for herself despite the odds, who had just celebrated her birthday 3 weeks before, who had dreams, ambitions, and a personality that drew people to her, was taken away by a man she had refused to give up on. A man she had bailed out of jail because she loved him. I hope these stories help you recognize warning signs and encourage you to seek help or offer support before it's too late. I'll see you in the next episode. Thank you for watching.